Okay then, here we are. This is what I've been up to. Let's go down and take a look. My proudest thing at the moment is the... I know it sounds silly, looks simple, looks stupid. Is this conveyor belt? Let's get out of there. We don't want to actually stick in it. That's the reason you get stuck on those things. So the reason I've got the glass covers on. Anyway, what it does, it takes whatever you chuck at it. There's some iron. I'm going to throw that. Diamond. Some gold. So they're all down. I've put them on a conveyor belt covered in glass so that we don't pick up the ores, and so that we don't fall on that darn conveyor belt. They go into a crusher. Quite effective crusher. You see nothing comes out from that. But when we come to the ores, there's our iron, there's our diamonds. See, the iron comes out as dust, and so does the gold. The diamonds come out as diamonds. All very well and good. Quite like that, but it does it all automatically at that end. It just falls through a hopper. Sorry, through a dropper into a hopper and onto the conveyor belt. And over this end, items get dropped in. You should see the furnace catch light. There's my iron. They've automatically dropped in. When the two bits of iron are done, I think diamonds were next, and you'll see it stop. Well, it won't stop, but it won't be able to do anything, just like any other time. It won't be able to do anything with diamonds. Even if it did do something, it won't do anything until I've taken this out. And of course, if we just come out of there and look in here, this is holding. This is just sat holding, and that's why there's two of them. That it can just sit and hold until you've got your stuff done. So we'll take both of those out, and the gold will automatically drop in. Yeah, so that's what that does. I quite like it. The gold cooks quicker as well for some reason than iron. Soft metal, I guess. Okay, so just leave that to it. So that's my conveyors, which I quite like. The presser, well, you need apples. For this one, you need hemp seeds. We'll get a few. As you can see, the hemp is already really built up, so there's not a lot for it to do. So that's the squeezer. This is the fermenter. This got nothing. This runs off most fruit, not most fruit, but fruit. Apple, melon, whatever. We'll fire those into there, and you can see it's fermenting them and creating some ethanol, which is going quickly via these pipes and tubes through the ground and over to this beast here, which is our refinery. Now, it's probably not doing a lot at the moment. You can see the ethanol's going in and back out again, and if I'm quick enough, hopefully we can see it topping up here. Yeah, can you see that growing? 6.4 something, and that's slowly filling up the tank. What I can't do at the moment is get that out of the tank. Not figured that bit out, but hey, we got biodiesel. Anyway, the biodiesel then, because the pipes and tubes don't work, go over to my diesel generator. But those pipes, they're all underground, keeping it as tidy as possible. And there's one there as part of it, and that one's going off onto the squeezer, well, coming in from the squeezer into there. Cushy, I like it neat and concealed. as best as possible, but accessible. Yeah, so that's doing its thing. Next we have, let's do the windmills. We've got 4 windmills with 3 capacitors on each side. This side is generating all the energy, and plenty of it, to top up the capacitors, they're 100,000 RF, and also they're topped up. Feed the squeezer and the fermenter and the biodiesel generator and the crusher with that power. And that's just 2. The other 2 are, let's get in and take a look. The other 2 are feeding my batteries. Oh, I'm sorry, the batteries are supplying the other things as well. That was a mistake, sorry. The batteries are supplying these. These are fully topped up. And that is a wire going down under the ground. Oops, it was. And it was supplying this and this. My mistake. I do apologise. So all those 2 are doing is supplying the squeezer and fermenter at this time. And I now need to fix that wire. Don't cover it up, Rob. Right, this here is my diesel generator. And boy, does this work hard. But it goes through the diesel like nobody's business. Nice and noisy. That's what I like to hear from a diesel generator. Now, already, I've only run this a couple of times and it's already almost empty. I've had to use thermal expansion here because the pipes and tubes from that thing don't seem to feed into this thing. And that's weird considering they're the same mod people. Anyway, so I'm just going to top it up. Best to top it up from the bottom because I had an issue earlier and it just wouldn't refill and it wouldn't start, and this thing pumps out a hell of a lot of RF. It doesn't look like it there. And they go into capacitors. Again, doesn't look like it's doing much at the moment. But the connectors, because the connectors can only host one wire, one either in or out, then you have to have a capacitor as a junction block. So that's what I'm doing. I'm feeding those into there. I can, if I use my hammer, just set these to do storage only, and we'll see. Look at that grow. But at the minute it's passing it straight through. So orange is output, blue is input, and that's the same with pretty much all of these. So they're output into this. Again, we've got a box because we can't have 2 wires, and you can see these are taking in a lot of energy. And they're doing well, and they are outputting down to the arc furnace, which isn't noisy, it's just very close to the diesel generator. And if we go up here, this is what we have. Full power, no material. It will only burn the ingots if it's got the dust to make into steel. Secondly, it will stop as well. If this slag gets up to 64, that's it, it will stop. So let's just pop that in there and watch it cook the iron ingot. Whilst it's doing that, and we'll have some iron as well, and we just pump those into this thing. What I like is it works really hard, but look at the slag it creates. It's high maintenance. You'll also need graphite electrodes, which are again expendable. So whilst it works hard and fast, boy does it need a lot of work. So you can see, anyway, there's my steel ingot because I've mixed iron with coke. There's my gold, and there's my iron. There you go, done, done. And there's my steel. There's my iron. And look how much the slag has filled up. Let me just get a couple more gold, because they burn quite quickly. And you'll see that the slag... Oh, actually, we only get the iron. Actually, that's stupid. Maybe the iron gives us more. There we go. Bit more iron. Now, whilst you can hear the generator, that's not this arc furnace. That's completely separate. But look what happens. 64, and that's it. Stop. All stop. And that's annoying. And I can't find a way for it to output. But as soon as you take those out, obviously it continues going. Anyway, that's a little snapshot of my world. What I've been up to. Not by no means fantastic, but still a bit of fun. Sayonara. Bye.